What's happening, boys and girls? Thanks for tuning back into the channel today, right here at the RUSTBELT Ranch. Channel number 2, obviously, if you guys didn't know, I had another channel, RUSTBELT Mechanic. Go and check that one out. But today, here in the Homestead, we are here in the barn because it's a crappy and rainy day out. It's just nasty and cold. High of like 45, and yeah, it's the middle of May, so kind of sucks. But we've got a lot of stuff to get done around here today. We're going to be, I guess, kind of rebuilding a washing machine that I've kind of got sitting around here. I've got some friends that are really in need of it, and we're also going to be talking about having the right tools to do the job for the kind of things that you need to do around your place. Around here, we've got a lot of room, a lot of acreage, 10.5 acres, and we've got a lot of stuff that needs done and lots of stuff that I want to get done here in the shop. So we're going to go through some of the equipment, some of the things that I've got available for working on around here in the shop. Let's get into it. So here's the washing machine. I've kind of got it torn apart and everything already. It's in kind of a state of mess still right now, all in a bunch of parts and pieces. There's the drum out of it, a bunch of the other stuff sitting over there. There's the controller, there's the head to the drum and everything. So we've got to get this stuff all put back together because we ended up having this one little part that I got off of Amazon for $9. Ended up going out on it. I don't really need the washer, but I was going to sell it to, like I said, a buddy of mine. And for a whopping $9, I think it's worth the fix to at least do on this part of it. Now, a lot of the times, these people are throwing these things away. But I like to do a little bit more of the fixing on my own, if at all possible. And on this one, I have the right equipment to do so. I've got a lot of the tools with all my stuff here at the house. Unfortunately, those are kind of in a state of disarray right now too, because if you guys didn't know, on the other channel I kind of pointed out that I had to sell my giant toolbox off to be able to move into this place. So my sockets were all sitting out there. All the rest of my tools from all of my toolboxes and everything are over in those totes. So I'm kind of working out of totes right now, unfortunately, until I can get another box, what should be here in the near future, but we're working slowly but surely at getting that done. So working on this washer, we got everything taken apart. It's not really that hard of a machine. If you guys didn't know, washing machines, they're not that complex. They really aren't. If you guys can work on cars or buses or diesels or tractors, you can work on a washing machine. It's not hard at all. But some of the things that you really, need to have that make it kind of ideal are all the hand tools and everything. And as you'll see here real soon, having our handy dandy little forklift around here really helped for getting the drum out because the shaft here in the middle was extremely seized up. We were all kinds of rusted and crusted and corroded. So we were almost having to hang the washer to be able to hammer the shaft through the washer and the drum to be able to get it out. So we've got everything cleaned up, cleaned off now, and we're going to be getting this thing back in there and seeing how the forklift for the non-conventional use will get used today. Place. Now, this kind of a job, it's not really an impossible job to do without a forklift, but it just makes things a whole lot easier doing things around here. Now, when we're talking about other things that obviously a forklift could make a whole lot easier, it's like putting a lift together. You can see the clips from my last video over at RUSTBELT Mechanic where we put our new lift in. Also, we're going to be putting some new lights here. 12-foot ceiling. It's a little, I don't really have that high of a ladder. I've got like an 8-foot ladder, so This thing will help a lot with putting in some of the new lighting that I want to get in here, and obviously some of the poles and pole lighting that are out along the outside of the barn. It's going to help a bunch there. So really great thing to be able to have that forklift around. It's definitely helpful. Speaking of lighting, you can't have too much lighting in a shop. For you guys who are mechanics or any kind of blue collar workers on ag stuff, diesels, machinery, equipment, having light enough into the places that you need it is definitely important. And being able to have a bunch of these lights around really helps. Obviously I work for SB Tools, but definitely these hand cob lights with really heavy magnetic bases come into really great handy when I'm working on a bunch of these little projects around the house and around the shop. So having a bunch of lights or enough light where you need it is definitely important. It's Savage following us over into the barn here. What's up, buddy? What's your favorite thing out here to do? Favorite tool? The stick. Obviously, what could you not do with a stick? That's right. Well, my favorite system we are going to look at right here, right now, is the, putting my system up here, is the steel combi system. By far is my favorite setup of all. I've got quite a few different attachments for it. I believe that is the 111 motor on that series. Kind of flip it over here. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, I believe that is the 111cc version of it. You guys can kind of see it right in here on the stickers. That one's got enough power. It is kind of weighty, so for some of you guys who might be looking for something a little more lightweight, that one's not the one for you. It is a little weighty, but it gets the job done and it doesn't get bogged down. And I think my favorite attachment by far is going to be the tiny chainsaw. For all the trees and limbs and everything that I've got to do, by far that is like one of the best attachments. Shortly followed by the bed redefiner that redefines the edges of beds. I've got the hedge trimmer with the tilting head, but I've not tried that one out yet, so I can't say much on that one. And of course we've got the kind of little rototiller kind of thing. It tills up mulch beds and small and shallow beds for flowers and stuff, so that's pretty nice for tilling things up. And then just the normal weed eater attachment. But by far this is one of my favorite setups right here for getting just about anything done around the entire property. I always grab this and, you know, need to grab it and go and do something. It's so bright outside, can't handle it, I'm so white. Come on, adjust camera. As a matter of fact, I've got a couple of branches to go ahead and take down because I'm having a new propane tank put in over here on this side of the barn. So I've got a couple of these small, whatever, bush tree things that are a little too low and close to where they're going to be putting the tank in. So let's go see how the economy sim. What
did he say?
Yeah, what I said. Let's go see how the combi system chainsaw goes and cuts down these little branches. Now this whole series, or this whole video, is not really like a, you know, a bragging kind of thing, showing off what I got or anything like that. It's more along the lines of a guideline setup of what I've got around here, at least for now. This is a shop in progress, obviously. I don't even have an air compressor yet. I've got a line on one. Hopefully we'll see that one later in the video if I end up getting the one that I'm wanting to today or tomorrow. But a lot of this stuff is things that's around here in the shop that I wanted to show you before I do a full shop tour, and to get a kind of a line or idea on what kind of stuff that you guys might want to see reviews on. If you guys want to see reviews on any of the stuff that I've kind of talked about here in the shop before so far, you know, whether it be the lift, or, you know, we got the trailer in here. I know I haven't really talked about the trailer much. This is my, you see kind of the reflection in here. If you guys watch the Rust Belt Mechanic channel, this is my replacement trailer after my first one got stolen. It's a 20-foot enclosed trailer, so another great thing to have around here, especially when we were moving from house to house. Must have, but you know, by far. So I've got lots of other shop equipment. We might go through here and at least look at some of the lawn stuff. But like I said, make sure to keep a comment down below on what kind of stuff you guys want to see reviews on next or coming up here in the series. So let's get to more stuff here in the shop. We've got a couple attachments and things to go onto the golf cart. We've got our dump bed here. We've got our fertilizer spreader and our sprayer for the lawn. Got a push lawnmower still for some of the little areas on the hill that the zero turn can't exactly get to. And of course my pile of tools I don't have a toolbox for yet, but hopefully here soon I'll be working on something like that. Got a couple furniture dollies for moving some big stuff around, always helps. And then we've got some secret stuff here on the tarp. I don't know. Should we see it? I don't know. Let's see. What's under the tarp? Plastic totes.
Got him!
Sorry, anticlimactic by far. But one of the biggest things, we're going to go up here into the soon-to-be filming studio area and see the center attraction, and that is going to be my Grasshopper 300 V series. This thing is, I believe it's a Kohler 29 horse EFI motor and a 61-inch Duramax. Of course, it's got to be Duramax deck. The Duramax. But this Grasshopper is awesome. I'm sure you guys want to see a review on this one. I ended up opting for the tweels all the way around because there's quite a few trees on the property that have some big old nasty spikes and thorns sticking out of them. So no, my luck, I'd get a flat every other time I freaking went and mowed. And with 10.5 acres, this thing is definitely necessary. Yep, the Kohler Command Pro 29 horse EFI motor in this one. Savage is pissed off because this wasn't the exact stick that he wanted to bring, so he's going to go get another one for us. If you guys want to see one of the reviews for this one up here and coming, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. I've got it set up so it's no discharge. We're just mulching the grass all the time because I don't want to throw a whole bunch of stuff into the waterways and into our nice pond area either. So really awesome mower. It's really freaking great. And then there's another project for down the road, of course. Coca-Cola machine. Older. I think it's 1990s, early 90s. This one came with the property. So needs a little loving, needs a little fixing. So I think that'd be a great series coming up too. What do you guys think? Did you finally find the actual stick you wanted, buddy? Hey, is that the one? Maybe? Yes or no? Is it yes or no? He's so vocal when he plays with the sticks. Good job, buddy. All right, moving on over here. We've got a couple little things that have not yet been installed. Got some TVs and stuff, mounts, tool organization. Of course, you guys got to have a shop vac. Pick this one up. This is the newest, latest, and greatest from Rigid. It's got both a disconnecting blower from it and a really badass 6.5 horse, I believe, electric motor for sucking up everything we need in here. Inversion table, obviously, as a mechanic, your back hurts every once in a while. Cool to have one of those. And a couple more shelving storage areas and the beer cooler, which is not even stickered up or anything yet. It came with the house, so I'm sure we're going to have to do some kind of decorating with this one. What do you guys think? What do we got in here? Miller Lite. Legit. That's it. And I'm okay with that. You know, need a couple buddies, drink a couple brews. Good to go. Good to go. All right, Savage, let's go get some more stuff done, buddy. All right? Sweet, let's roll. Here in our underneath area, we've got some shelving over here. This is for some of our car cleaning, detailing stuff. Got a big shot fan and got the water cooler for both me and the puppo, Mr. Savage, over there with his bowl of water, who doesn't really seem to care about it. He'd rather drink out of the pond or whatever else he can get into in the creek or something, but never fails. One of the other things that I don't talk about nearly enough is storage area. And that was one of the cool things that this shop actually came with already, was these heavy duty storage shelving units, which is absolutely amazing. I've got all kinds of stuff out here, keeping it out of the house, old Christmas stuff, every other holiday's worth of things, some of our camping gear, spare tires and wheels, extra stuff, and there might be a Rolls Royce sitting in here. Who knows? If you guys haven't already, over on the Rust Belt Mechanic channel, I kind of alluded to this one, but this will be a future project for the Rust Belt Mechanic channel. So if you haven't already, make sure you go and subscribe to the Rust Belt Mechanic channel, and this will be an upcoming project. I'm guessing I probably won't get started on this one for at least another month or so. I've got a lot of other content and stuff to get through, but more exciting stuff there. And of course, around all that, more shelving, more shelving, more shelving. Can't say enough that you have too much shelving. So plenty of shelving once we start getting into this kind of stuff. Was just messing around with the panel because, like I said, picking up an air compressor, shutting the power off to it, and hopefully we'll be getting us a new air compressor here in the next day or so. Pretty awesome. All right, let's get rolling. And last but certainly not least, the center attraction for most useful things around here on the Rust Belt Ranch is going to be by far the Easy Go MPT 800 golf cart with a little 3.5 foot dumping bed. This thing is used literally every single day, multiple times a day. It's quite a walk up to the house, and it's quite a bit to go around everywhere on the property there that I need to go. There's the other shop that's up on the hill over there. Haven't even got to that one. You've got everything around the pond area over here, the field over on the other side of the pond. We've got the channel and everything back here, the creek. We've got on the other side of the bridge, there's roughly 2.5 to 3 acres over there, and then on this side of the bridge and on the other side of the barn, there's about another 5 acres that way. And like I said, going back up to the house, back and forth from the barn, is a little bit of a track. You got to go down the driveway, turn right, go up the hill, way up that way, and the house sits way up on the hill, which is kind of a hike to get to. So definitely, you really need the golf cart to be able to get around and be able to take the stuff that we need. You saw all the accessories earlier that I kind of have for it. I tend to usually use that little dump bed all the time, but this thing is the back and forth transportation here on the property for just about everyone. What do you guys think about this one? Should we be doing something to it, or, you know, just leave this one as is because it gets the job done, and maybe look into something cooler for later on, like a four-wheeler with a plow, or what else needs to be actually here on the property for getting some stuff done? Leave that down in the comments below. There's the helping hand who decided to show up at, what, 1:55 in the afternoon? Yeah, 1:55. You sleep in today, buddy? You sleep in today? Have a little nappy nap? Everybody, this is my brother Jason. Jason, say hi to all the viewers. He's one of the other helpers here onto the channel that you guys might be seeing over the next little bit. And oh, isn't that little Nissan cute? It's so cute, buddy. We love to see it. All right. Well, buddy, we got some work to do, so let's get cracking at doing some of that. I'm going to close out this video real quick. Like I said, all in all here on the Rust Belt Ranch, this wasn't like a flex or anything showing off everything of what I have, but it's more of a guideline of what kind of stuff would you guys like to see on the channel coming up over the next couple of months. Any kind of reviews, any kind of in-depth things on maintenance on all these products or things that I have, and also maybe a list of stuff that I might be missing. One of the biggest things that I really want to get for the property is a tractor slash front end loader. Something like a Kubota L series would be something great that I would absolutely love to have. A little out of the price range at the moment, but I think I'd love to see one of those. So we might find something a little bit older, something to actually fix up, restore, and just use around the property, because, you know, we use our tools how we really want to use them. So It's going to be an awesome little journey, so make sure you stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tap that bell notification so you get notified when I come out with cool, awesome content just like this one here today. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Go grab some tools and get wrenching.